Next is dedicated control channel. So the dedicated control channel come into the picture after a call is established. The dedicated control channel are bidirectional. They have same format and functions in the forward and the reverse link. There are three different dedicated control channel, that is standalone dedicated control, slow associated control channel and fast associated control channel. So the signal information is carried between MS and the BTS using associated and dedicated control channel during or not during a call. So the first is standalone dedicated control channel. The standalone dedicated control channel is allocated for every mobile station. It contains the signaling data that follows the connection of the mobile with the base station prior to the allocation of TCH by the base station to the MS. It guarantees that the mobile station and the base station will remain connected. The base station and mobile switching center will verify a subscriber unit and assign the needed resources to the mobile. Then this channel that accept the newly completed call from the BCH. It holds the traffic while waiting for the base station to assign a TCH channel. The SDCCH is also used to transmit authentication and alert message. So the mobile synchronization itself with the frame structure and wait for the TCH. The SDCCH can be assigned their own physical channel. Also, they can occupy the TS0 slot of the BCH if there is a low demand for BCH or CCCH traffic. Then next is associated control. So there are two types, fast and slow associated. So the channel could be associated with either SDTCH or TCH. They are used for carrying out information associated with the process being carried out on either SDCCH or TCH. So there are two types, fast and slow. Now slow associated control channel, it is related to the traffic channel or the SDCCH. On the forward link, it is used to send regularly changing information like transmit power level, specific timing advance instruction for each user and broadcast message. On the reverse link, it carries information about received signal strength, quality of TCH and BCH, measurement result from the neighboring cells. Also, it is used to inform the base of power measurement mode by the mobile of signal strength in the adjacent cell. It is transmitted during the 13th frame and on the 26th frame when the half rate traffic is used. For every dedicated control channel multi-frame, SSCCH exchange control information between the base station and the mobile station during a call or call setup. Then next is the fast associated control channel. It carries the important message. It is used for exchange of time critical information between the mobile and the base station during the progress of call. The FSCCH is assigned whenever SDCCH is not dedicated to user and there is an urgent message like hand off request. The FSCCH transmit a control information by stealing capacity from the associated traffic channel. It is done by a setting two special bits called stealing bits in the TCH forward channel bus. If a stealing bit is set, the time slot contains FSCCH data for that frame. The next is GSM burst. The GSM burst or the transmission can fulfill a variety of functions. Some GSM bursts are used for carrying data while others are used for control information. As a result of this, number of different types of the GSM burst are defined. So there are 4 different types of the burst. The normal burst, uplink or downlink, synchronization burst, downlink, frequency correction burst, downlink, random access, that is shortened burst, it is uplink. So the GSM burst is used for the standard communication between the base station and the mobile and typically transfer the digitized voice data. The structure of the normal GSM burst is exactly defined and follows a common format. It contains a data that provides a number of different functions. 3 tail bits, 57 data bits. 3 tail bits mean these tail bits at the start of the GSM burst give time for the transmitter to ramp up its power. The 57 data bits, this block of the data is used to carry information and the most often contain the digitized voice data, although on occasion it may be replaced with signaling. So the information in the form of fast associated control So the 1 bit flag, this bit within the GSM burst indicate the type of the data in the previous field. 26 bit training sequences. This training sequence is used as a timing reference, and for equalization there is a total of the 8 different bit sequence that may be used, each 26 bits long. The same sequence is used in each GSM slot, but nearby base station using the same radio frequency channel will use the different ones, and this enables the mobile to differentiate between the various cells using the same frequency. 57 data bit, again this block of the data within the GSM burst is used for carrying data. 3 tail bits, these are used. These final bits within the GSM burst are used to enable the transmitter power to ramp down. They are often called final tail bits or just a tail bit. Then last one, at the end of the GSM burst there is a guard period, and this is introduced to prevent a transmitted burst from different mobile overlapping. Then next is GSM synchronization burst. The purpose of this form of the GSM burst is to provide a synchronization for a mobile on the network. Then again these tail bit, that is 3 tail bits, these are at the start of the GSM burst, give time for the transmitter. Then 39 bits of the information, 64 bits of the long training sequence, 39 bits information, 3 tail bits. The GSM frequency correction burst, with the information in the burst all set to zeros, the burst essentially consists of a constant frequency carrier with no phase alteration. So there are 3 tail bits, 142 bits all set to 0, 3 tail bits. Then GSM random access burst. This form of the GSM burst when accessing the network, and it is shortened in the terms of the data carried having a much longer guard period. The GSM burst structure is used to ensure that it fit in the time slot regardless of any severe timing problem that may exist. Once the mobile has access the network and the timing has been aligned, and then there is no requirement for the long guard period. So the FCCH bus, that is, it contains 3 start bit, 3 stop bit. It has 142 0 bit between start and stop bit. This long stream of the zeros in the GMSK modulator gives output of unmodulated sinusoidal frequency, which is shifted by 1625 by 24 kilohertz from the carrier frequency, and it helps in the identification of broadcast carrier. So the MS carrier frequency is tuned. Then SCH bus contains 3 start bit and 3 stop bits. It has 39 bits of encrypted data twice in the burst, and in between those data bits 64 training bits are inserted. The data bits are used to identify the BS color code 0 to 7 and the color code of the public LAN mobile network. This identifies the service provider of the user. The frame numbers are needed in the process of the data encryption and decryption. The total number of the frame is 26 frame by 51 multi-frame by 2048 super frame. So 2715648 TDMA frames. Now these frames are numbered from 0, and the current frame number is transmitted in synchronization burst in reduced form, which is known as reduced frame number, that is RFN. This training pulse sequence is applied to determine the samples of the channel impulse response, which are used in the detection process. And these training bits ensures more precise channel estimation and more reliable detection. Then RSCH burst. The system access request and acknowledgement are carried in this burst on the reverse link. It is shortest burst of the system. It has 8 start bit followed by 41 bits of synchronization. These 41 bits are used to identify the channel properties and synchronization of BS receiver. After synchronization, 36 bits of encrypted data are added, and then 3 stop bits are present in the burst. It consists of long guard period of 68.25 bits for timing advance information, and then the next is dummy burst. It is a structure. Its structure is same as that of the normal burst. Only difference is that encrypted data bits does not carry useful information. The dummy bursts are placed in the time slot which are currently idle and not allocated to any user. These bursts are useful in maintaining the high mean power of the broadcast channel by providing stuffing sequences. Then in the next lecture we will see the call setup, GSM call setup.